Yes, yes. Everything is copacetic. What up, world? It's just me, DJ Cliff, in the place to be. Just catching up with y'all, man. It's been a short minute since I've been back on this, man. It's been life's been full and busy in a good way, but haven't had a chance to tap in with folk here on this particular platform because I've been on so many other platforms doing so many other things. So it's good to be back in this space where we can just vibe together. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Hope everyone is really, really good. I wanted to just like right off top, man, just jump in and say that I'm recording this in the morning this evening. I have a chance to connect with the homie homeboy Sandman is back in the PDX, man. Back in Portland. He's gonna be touching the stage at the Mission Theater tonight. Tickets are still available. If you want to come through, you should come through. Like, you should just come through. About a little over a year ago now, I had a chance to host Homeboy Sandman for the 7th anniversary of Mic Check. We were celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip hop. And Boy Sand came through and killed it, man. So he's back in Portland tonight. Mission Theater is an all ages show, early show. Doors are at 7. So come out and just have a good time, man. See a dope lyricist, a dope MC. I know that Homeboy Sandman's definitely got a fan base here in the city, so I want to encourage y'all to come out. I'm gonna be there tonight. No Request DJs are opening tonight. We're gonna be there from doors. Me and the homie DJ Ambush, really looking forward to vibing with him as we, do things outside of what we do with our monthly situation. The homie, it's always a blessing and an honor to be able to spend for Portland's own Versatile is on the bill tonight. We're gonna do a short set. Art Marrera is also gonna be in the building tonight, and then Homeboy Sandman. So it's a nice tight show. We just gonna have y'all entertained, man. Like I said, just hit you with some lyricism and just a really, really good time. So once again, doors are at 7. Come on out. It's gonna be a great night. Homeboy Sandman's back live in Portland. So you can get your tickets early, you can get your tickets at the door, doesn't matter. But pull up for real, Portland, to show out for the homie who's back in the city. And then in just a few more days, I'll be back at the White Eagle Saloon with the homie DJ Ambush as we celebrate the 2-year anniversary of No Requests at the White Eagle Saloon. And it's really crazy that it's been 2 years already. Like, it's kind of hard to believe that it's been 2 years already. It's gone so fast, and it's been such a joy and a pleasure to be able to build this night with Ambush and the people that we've been able to connect with and sort of build a community with the No Requests event. It's dope to be able to do events outside of what we do. So like I said, tonight we'll be on the Homeboy Sandman set. We have been doing some work with Monster Box Comedy. So we've done some other events, but it's really cool to be able to continue to curate this night that we do at the White Eagle Saloon. So that's happening this coming Sunday, the 20th. So this is a third Sunday event. Normally we're 4 Sundays, a third Sunday event. And it's a free event. Come on out, man. Help us celebrate 2 years of doing this thing. I mean, to be able to do a monthly like this on a regular basis is a real honor and a blessing. To be able to do it for 2 years is dope. So we're excited for that. And then in celebration of doing this for 2 years, we are doing a night where we're honoring one of the dopest MCs, one of the most eccentric and eclectic MCs, producers, MF Doom. So we've been doing themes throughout the time that we've been here at the White Eagle Saloon. And so this one on Sunday, we're doing Doomsday, celebrating MF Doom, and it's dope, man. If you got the visual, if you checking out the podcast and the visual, you see I got the mask up, man. I might rock this. But yeah, man, 6 to 9 p.m. Sunday the 20th, White Eagle Saloon, 2-year anniversary of No Requests. Pull up, come out, just have a good time with us, hang with us, man. We're really, really excited to be able to do this. So that's happening on Sunday, this coming Sunday, 2-year anniversary, honoring MF Doom. It's Doomsday. It's our 2-year anniversary. It's just going to be a really, really good time. So come on out. for all of our regulars, come out. If you've been meaning to come out, thinking maybe I should come on out. It's just gonna be a really good time. No cover. And it's, once again, man, it's not a party, it's a vibe. So you just come through, vibe, bring, that friend that you've been meaning to connect with, or, bring your journal and get caught up on some journaling, check your email, or just sit and vibe as we just run through a bunch of dope tracks, man. It's gonna be a really, really dope night. So just a couple of events that are coming up where I have an opportunity to be on some stages, and really excited for that. So, like I said, it's been a minute since I've been on this platform, but I've definitely been on some other platforms. Recently released a new episode of the Cliff Notes podcast. If you haven't checked that one out, I advise you check it out. It's available everywhere you get your podcasts. And I had this one was really cool. It's different from podcasts that I've done in the past. I had a chance to really dive into some sports. I have been a fan of this cat, local journalist, podcaster. I was introduced to him when he was on Blazers Outsiders, when that was a thing on Blazer television. And he has a podcast called Jacked Ramsey's. So I invited him on my podcast because I was really interested in his story. Like he shares, and he's also on 1080 The Fan, sports radio in Portland. But he shares some of his story. But I was really interested in kind of his backstory and how he got into journalism, really. And it's a really, really dope conversation. It's a really cool conversation. So check that out. It's the most recent episode of the Cliff Notes podcast. I don't remember which. I think it's 5. I don't remember which episode it is, but I think it's once. I don't remember. Anyway, wherever you listen to your podcast, is the most recent as of October the 16th, 2024. Danny Meringue was my guest on that episode of the Cliff Notes podcast, and check that one out. And then check out the Jack Ramsey's podcast, and check them out weekdays at noon Pacific on 1080 The Fan. Good dude, man. Really has a lot of great insight when it comes to the Portland Trail Blazers. Gives you a lot of kind of behind the scenes stuff, updates on information, and breaking stories, man. He broke the story that the Blazers were going to be coming back specifically on Channel 2 locally, free over the air. So shout out to Danny Meringue, bro. Appreciate you coming through. And then I had a chance to be on the other side of the microphone, which is always, I'm getting more comfortable with it, but it's always really weird because I'm typically the person who's like interviewing others, man. But I had a chance to be on the Jimmy's Jam Box podcast, which was really, really cool, man. Shout out to Jimmy for having me on there. Had a chance to kind of tell a lot of my backstory, told some stories that I hadn't really had a chance to dive into very much. It was funny. Wifey and I went back and watched the episode once he released it, and she was like, "Man, I learned some stuff about you that I didn't even know." That's what she said. And man, we just celebrated a 30-year wedding anniversary in September, so I got to dive into some stuff, like I said, that I hadn't really thought about, I guess. Jimmy does a great job with the work that he does in terms of interviewing artists, and provides an amazing platform. He's got so many episodes out there. You can dive in anywhere and really learn about artists in this region. And he just does a really, really good job, man. Being on that side of the interview process really felt comfortable, and it was, like I said, really cool to be able to share that part of my journey. So big ups to Jimmy, man. Jimmy's Jam Box, it's available on YouTube and on Podcast Network. So tap in if you haven't. Check out the DJ Cliff episode. And then hit him up, man, and let him know what you think. Check out so many dope episodes with artists who I know, who I've been connected with, and then a lot of artists that I didn't know. So I get a chance to learn about people even in this region that I'm in right now. So salute. So like I said, man, have a chance to be on other platforms is just really, really cool. I do the radio show every Saturday night, Welcome to the Neighborhood, and you can tap into that every Saturday night, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 Eastern. And for a while I was doing WTT and Guest Revisited, which is another podcast that I have where I take those interviews and then release them in podcast form, so people who are really just interested in the interviews can tap in that way. So that's available where you listen to podcasts, and I've had some really cool guests. So it's been nice to have these to release to folk. I'm working on getting back into doing that on a regular basis. I recently had an opportunity to interview Buffalo-based MC Jay Skis. He was on talking about his new release. Really, really dope interview. Really cool cat, man. Excited for what he's doing. and to be able to provide that platform for him all the way on the other side of the continent. So check out the Jay Skis episode of WTT and Guests Revisited. Also had a chance to chop it up with the homie London Bernard, who's a part of the Misfit Massive collective. The probably the newest member that's really releasing a lot of great content. He just released a new single, Step Into My Zone. So I had a chance to chop it up with him about that and some of the other things that he's working on. And that's available on the WTT and Guest Revisited podcast. And then had a chance to have back on the radio show Mira McLaughlin of Music Portland and Music Oregon, the founder of those organizations. And they've been in the news here recently, in part because as an advocacy group, they have been working to educate the community on a lot of opportunities that are available. The Echo Fund grant that's available for artists who are working in their creative space, providing funding for things like mastering and mixing of records and things like that. So if you're a local artist, I would greatly advise you to check out the Echo Fund. There's a link on the musicoregon.org or the musicportland.org website. She talked about the community that they're building and providing opportunities for artists to do gigs in and around the city. A whole bunch of stuff, man. But they've been in the news because they have been working to educate people on what's happening with Live Nation coming into Portland. And so the city approved. Mir does a great job of explaining it, but to my understanding, Live Nation is working to build a venue here in the city. And there are some concerns about the location of that venue and parking for that venue and having Live Nation being the company that's building it. So she gets into that a little bit, but there's more information on their website as well. We also talk about another venue that I'm really excited that may be coming. Shout out to Monkey Presents, and I think it's AEG who are coming together. There's a spot in Portland for people who are not familiar with this region. That was it was a central location, a mall in Portland, and you know what's happened recently with people shopping online, and so malls are just not as well attended as they once were, and a lot of the sort of flagship stores are leaving malls, and then with COVID that shut a lot of stuff down. So there's a mall in Portland called Lloyd Center, and there's a big space there that one of the main stores left, and Monkey, and I think, like I said, I think it's AEG. I know it's Monkey for sure. Are working to bring a venue there, which would be really, really dope because there's great parking, there's great public access in terms of local transportation, the MAX and the bus. It's in a really cool part of town. Historically, it's been a place where a lot of people gathered. So that's in process too. I'm not sure where they are. But anyway, it's a great interview. Check out those interviews, man. WTT and Guests Revisited, wherever you listen to your podcast, you can check them out. And then there's a podcast that I started a while ago, and I was kind of hitting it here and there, and really working on having that be different from Cliff Notes in terms of it's not even really interviewing people. It's just more conversations with cats, which I guess a lot of the stuff that I do is, but this is, people who I am affiliated with, people who are in my circle of influence, people that you may hear me talk about a lot, or people you see me out doing things with, is what that podcast is about having conversations. And so, the most recent interview or the most recent episode was the episode that I did with DJ Ambush, and we talked about this upcoming 2-year anniversary of No Requests, and we talk about the history of No Requests, and it was cool because it was really, I guess we really hadn't talked much in conversation prior to this about our perspective of how No Requests got started, and it was really, really dope, man. So you can check that out. Are You Affiliated? There's the DJ Ambush episode up. The first episode number 1, is with my homie DJ OG1. And so that's what you'll be seeing. That's gonna pop up, here and there with people who it's people who I'm affiliated with. Just having dope conversations, man, that I think we have a lot of conversations, but to have them share with people some behind the scenes stuff oftentimes, or just things that we want to make sure that people are up on, things we want to make sure that you know about. So you can check that one out where you get your podcast. Are You Affiliated? It's kind of, the DJ Cliff Productions podcast network continues to grow. There's 3 or 4 of them now, and we'll see if I go further than that. That's a lot. The Fitness is a Habit podcast. It still exists, but it's really been absorbed into some of the other things that I do. We're going to get into that here in just a minute. I guess get into that even right now, man. You know, the Fitness is a Habit brand, lifestyle brand, is something that I'm so proud that I have had an opportunity to build and create, and to see how it's been an influence on others in various ways. And you know, I'm sure I've talked about it on here, connecting with some of my folk in the area, getting out and doing some events. There was a big event that happened recently that I had a chance to take a part in, the Portland Marathon event. So there's a Portland Marathon, half marathon, and 10K that happened recently, a couple weeks ago, and had a chance to take part in that, which is really dope, man. It was like 9,000 plus participants in that. And I thought that the routes that they created was really cool. You got an opportunity to see different areas of the city, and I thought it was really, really well done. I know that with everything now, especially with everybody having these platforms to have a voice, you know, you're always gonna have distractors. You're always gonna have people who I think are looking for clicks and whatever. But my experience with the event was really dope. I got my email. I just got to sign up. I know I'm gonna sign up to do it again next year. Really cool event. The Portland Marathon 2025 is coming up, and I guess it's gonna be in October of next year, I believe, but you can check that out, man. And just stay, and I'll be talking about it more and more here. But it's really cool to have these events for me to sort of be these things to keep me plugged in to being on my wellness journey, and excited to be able to talk more about it as I work to lean even more heavily into it. When I look at my path, my journey, what things have looked like for me over the last 5, 6, 7 years, I know the direction that I really want to lean heavily into, and being a part of these running events is a part of it. So thank you to all of the organizers. There's so many event organizers just in this area who put on these great events. I know I signed up for the Eugene situation that's happening next year. A couple of other events I'm already signed up for, man. Of course, the Shamrock Run that I try to do every year. Just get out there, man. You know, I know that I saw people who were doing walk jogs on the marathon, on the full marathon. You know what I mean? So people, I'm not a runner. That's all right. Just get out there and get a really good walk in. Obviously train prior to, man, but you know, we get one body. We get one body, man, and doing the best that we can to take care of it, both physically and then mentally and spiritually. You know, that's the journey that I'm on. I encourage us all to be on. We can do better. We can be better by focusing on that, man. Fire is real, man. Fitness is a habit, you know. A part of that for me is making the time and finding the time to do the training and to do the educating of myself of how I can do better. And so for me, it always recently it's taken me back into that question about social media. And with everything that I do with DJ Cliff Productions, it really presents a bit of a challenge for myself, because I have been trained myself or been caught up in the matrix of utilizing social media to get the word out, to let people know, hey, these are events that are coming up. And whether they're events that I'm doing for myself with DJ Cliff Productions, or people that I'm affiliated with, or people that I'm promoting, you know, other things that they're doing, social media is the way. Like, everybody's on some form of social media. And though I appreciate that it does exist and it's been helpful for a lot of the stuff that I've done, you know, again, I come back to, I don't know if it's the best thing for me in my journey where I'm at. And that's why, in part, there are so many different podcasts now, because I realize that these are ways that I can use to get things out, to share content and things with you. So I'm still, you know, trying to navigate that, man. Yeah, I'm really trying to navigate that. And for me, that really falls under the lifestyle brand. It really falls under being mindful of my wellness and what I'm putting my energies into, and the impacts that it has on me. So, so with that being said, man, I want to just continue to create opportunities for people to connect. So all the different podcasts, the easiest way to know the things that I'm connected with is through the website, djcliff.com. That's, you know, I'm trying to run most everything through there so that people can stay connected. You can subscribe to the newsletter, the DJ Cliff Productions newsletter, and I don't blast people. I don't even send them out. I may send them out monthly. I should probably send them out more frequently than that. But you know, that's the way that you can stay up on things that I'm doing. Subscribe to the newsletter. It's free. You know, there's no subscription fee to that. You can subscribe to that. Check out the website. It's free. Check out Bands in Town. Follow me on Bands in Town, man. That's something that I'm really, really leaning heavily into. So if you go to bandsintown.com and then just search for DJ Cliff, that's where I'm posting all of my events. That's where I'm posting the radio shows. Like, I have found Bands in Town to be this great tool to use, because whenever I post something, you'll just get an email message. Hey, you know, Cliff is going to be, you know, doing an interview here. He's going to be performing there. He's doing a radio show there. So check out bandsintown.com. Search DJ Cliff, DJKLYPH. Follow me there, and yeah, you'll get updates of when I'm doing things there. Shout out to Bands in Town for what they've created for artists and creatives, man. And then if you feel like, yeah, but you want to do more in terms of supporting, you can support me on Patreon, man. Patreon is becoming another place that I'm thinking about the stuff that I use social media for. Can I use that for Patreon? Can I give people information and content that if it's in your heart to support what I'm doing, man, you know, support me up, follow me up, become a patron, right? Follow me on patreon.com/DJ Cliff, or go to Patreon and search for DJ Cliff. There's also a link on the website. I will make sure that there's links on the websites. The website is also another tool that I'm using to give away concert tickets. There's a link there for tickets that I'm giving away to shows. Right now, there's a link up to give away tickets to see the Locks in Portland next month. So these are the things that I have available to me that I feel like I want to lean further into, you know, in terms of how I connect with the public, man. So we'll see what happens. I'm not saying that I'm not going to be on social media as of today, but I want to work on making these other platforms my primary. Before I get up out of here, man, I just wanted to. I've been thinking about doing this for a while. I have been but I've been really getting in my vinyl purchasing again, man. So I got a couple pieces that recently I'm pretty excited about, man. I got probably because we're getting ready for the 2-year anniversary of No Requests, and we're doing the Doom, honoring Doom, doing the Doom theme version. So I got the Doom vinyl, Born Like This. Some gems on pretty much everything I think that Doom put out, and my collection of his art is continuing to grow. So this is going to go in my Doom section with the rest of my vinyl. So I got that recently. As soon as it dropped, as soon as I heard that it was dropping, I had to put my order in, and it came in the mail, man. This is one of my favorite releases of 2024. Common and Pete Rock released this project, The Auditorium Volume 1. It's a great project, top to bottom. Two of the artists who I've loved listening to over the years, from the era that I feel is like one of the best. When you think about No Requests, this is the vibe. This is such a great project, man. So I had to cop that as soon as I knew that it was available. Dope to them. Got the signed piece that they sent with that as well. I think I've talked about it on this platform before. If not, I know I've talked about it on other platforms. This is another project that I was really looking forward to and really waiting for to drop. It came out a month ago. I think it was a month ago. Let the Church Say Amen. Peace 586, and Taylor Gray. Peace 586 is a dude who I just been a fan of for years, man. Prior to his production work as an MC, I was a fan of his, and then have continued to be a fan. And it's dope to be able to financially support what these cats are doing and what they're building. This project with the Church Say Amen is a really, really cool project. So it was cool to get the vinyl to add to my collection for that one. I'm sure I've talked about this. Bomb Threat is a dope piece that was released recently when Versatile did his single release at the Mic Check event a bit ago. He had these available, so I had to pick one of these up. Shout out to Verse. He actually blessed me with this, man. Bomb Threat features a bunch of cats who are people who I wasn't even up on, not being a Portland native, but a lot of the Misfit Massive is on this project. So it's dope. I think Verse may have some more that are available. I don't know if he's going to bring any tonight to the show. Randy Mason is a cat who I was introduced to actually through Homeboy Sandman. And so I copped this fine. I really like this piece that he put out, Practical Rap for Everyday People, produced by Decca, which is dope. This is another really good project. I've been talking to him a little bit via social media about getting on the podcast. I mean, getting on the radio show for an interview. And then the last piece that I just recently got, shout out to Blue, man. Blue did something through Bandcamp where it was like a grab bag situation. So you didn't know what you were getting. You knew you was getting 3 pieces of vinyl, and these are dope, man. I got the color blue, which is a really cool project that he put out. The Blueprint, which is a dope project, and then got the York piece, which is really, really cool. I think it was a really dope thing that he did. Like I said, you know, I'm gonna get you 3 pieces. You don't know what you're getting. It was pretty dope to get that. I also have another purchase that I've made that is on the way. It's the 25th anniversary of Food from MF Doom, and there's some extra pieces that are coming with that. So just working on building up my vinyl collection, I guess. So that's it, man. You know, just like I said, wanted to tap in. This is just I love this platform. It's just an opportunity for me to let folk know what's happening. Hope to see y'all out there tonight at Mission Theater. Once again, doors are at 7. It's going to be me with DJ Ambush, No Request DJs, Versatile the Great, Art Marrera, Homeboy Sandman, all ages. Come through. It's going to be a great night, man. And then this Sunday, October the 20th at the White Eagle Saloon, it's the 2-year anniversary of No Requests. It's Doomsday. We're honoring MF Doom. Tap in with me wherever you're at, man. DJCliff.com. Once again, man, follow me on Bandcamp, or not on Bandcamp, on Bands in Town. Bands in Town, DJ Cliff. If you feel moved to, man, become a patron at DJ Cliff Patreon DJ Cliff, man. In terms of this podcast, like, rate, share, subscribe, help me grow it, help me get it out there, follow it, just do the whole 9. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me for as long as you have. If this is your first time tapping in, thank you for tapping in. Stay connected. There's going to be more great stuff coming. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. And until we have an opportunity to do this again, y'all be blessed. Peace.